Hi everyone, I hope that you're doing really well. I am so excited to be filming this video. It's been yet another hot minute since I have filmed. I'll fill you in a little bit, I guess, on things that have been going on, although I really want the main focus of today's video to be the makeup, because we're going to be trying a lot of new makeup. Some of it pretty new to the market, some of it very new to me. In fact, I think pretty much everything with the exception of maybe like a primer and a concealer, you know, a couple of other things like brows or whatnot are brand new products that I have yet to try. So if you are interested in hanging out with me for a little bit and seeing me try on a whole bunch of new makeup, including a brand new palette that just released from an indie brand, then I hope that you will stick around and keep on watching. All right, hi everyone. I hope that this filming adventure goes well. I am actually filming on a new phone for the first time, whoop whoop. I did end up getting the new iPhone 14, so I am excited to see if the quality is any better than my previous videos. And yeah, how are you guys doing? Let me know down in the comments. I've really missed being on YouTube. I have one or two videos that I have filmed a while back that still haven't gone up, so you might see those before you see this video. I don't know, it really will depend on editing time for me, because one of the main reasons I've been gone is just I teach 6 days a week and it's been really tough to find time to film YouTube, but I'm really trying to somehow get myself a bit more organized and find little nooks and crannies of time to film some content. So yeah, if you are new to my channel, then welcome. Hi, my name is Natalia. I am a concert pianist, in case you can't tell by the grand piano behind me, and I love all things makeup. I live in New York. Life's been busy. I have been neglecting my makeup, that's for sure, but I have so much of it to try out. So I would love it if you would stick around if you like this video, if you would subscribe, give this video a like, comment, say hi, and without further ado, let's just jump in. Okay, so we're gonna be trying out a lot of new exciting products. Probably the most exciting and the newest to me is the latest NOMAD palette, their Hudson Valley palette. As you can tell, I did just peek. I haven't actually opened the palette yet, and I know it has these beautiful imprints, which is one of the main reasons I really struggle to use my NOMAD palettes. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I have a few and I've only tried one so far. I finally tried their American Parks palette over the summer, and I mean, I could not resist this. First of all, it's New York State, it's upstate New York. As I mentioned, I live in New York City, but this is only anywhere between an hour to 3 hours away from me, depending where in the Hudson Valley you are. And I mean, these colors, we're about to get these colors hopefully soon. I just don't know if I'll have the time to get out and actually get to Leaf Peep, which is one of the shades in here. So if I don't, at least I have this palette to remind me of just how gorgeous my state is. What I also loved is with this palette came a little guide, this Nomad's Guide to Hudson Valley Foliage Trail. It also has this little thing that says lived here. I don't know if it's a scent. Let's see. Oh yeah, it smells like pumpkin spice, I guess. I'm not really a pumpkin spice person. I know it's all the rage, but I think that's what it smells like. You can tell there's like these recommendations for things to see along the Hudson Valley Trail. And I peeked at this and I'm ashamed to say I haven't seen quite a few of these things, so I'm excited actually to explore these specific recommendations. I mean, I have been to Bear Mountain, I've been to Sleepy Hollow, I've been to Hudson Highlands State Park, but there's quite a lot of locations here that I have not explored. So this will be really, really fun. Let's hold off on opening this for just a second. Let me show you real quick all the products we're gonna try, and then we'll get into it. I know some people really like to start with the eyes in case there's fallout and whatnot. I'll be honest, it's past midnight. I gotta get up at like 7:38 this makeup is gonna go on and then it's going to get washed, unfortunately, right off. So I think I'm going to do things in the order that I'm used to, which is face first and then eyes. So some of the other things I'm really excited to try. This Westman Atelier Clean Glow Trio. I bought this, I think, in the spring Sephora sale, and I have yet to try it, which is shameful, but that's just been my life. This comes with a face trace contour stick in Biscuit, the lit up highlight stick in Lit, and the baby cheeks blush stick in Petal. So these are all cream products. I have opened them and just taken a look, but I haven't actually used them, so we're gonna use that. I also have a little sample of their Vital Skin foundation stick. This doesn't look like you get a lot of product, but I'm hoping maybe if I can mix the two lightest shades, somehow that will be enough for my face. The lips, when these initially released, these are the Rare Beauty Kind Words matte lip liners and the Kind Words matte lipstick. I bought these almost immediately, and yes, I was hoping to film with a lot of these things much earlier, but again, it just didn't happen, so we're still gonna try that now. And another thing that I really wanted to do, because I've been hearing a lot of great things about these mascaras, is I wanted to compare the Milani highly rated Extreme Volume Mascara and the highly rated Anti-Gravity Mascara. So I was thinking maybe of doing one on each eye and checking these out. The last thing that I got actually through Influencer, and I've been so terrible, I haven't reviewed anything on time, so they're probably gonna boot me out of their program, is this Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder in Ultra Blur. I know this also came out a few months ago. I have used this, I think, once or twice. I liked it, but I can't say I've really used it enough to have an opinion, so I'd like to try it again today. Liner, once we get the eyes done, I recently picked up this little Clinique set in the Ultra 21 Days of Beauty. I really like this mascara, especially for every day. It's not necessarily the most va-va-voom, but I've really had a good experience with this when I tried it previously. And I also used up one of these Quickliners for Eyes Intense in the black shade, and when I saw this little cute set with 3 different colors, I went for it because honestly, I haven't really updated my eyeliners in probably years. A lot of them, I'm sure, have dried out by now. I need to retest, go through them. I've done that in the past. I may have even posted that video at some point last year. But yeah, I thought that it's time for a little bit of an eyeliner update in my stash. So that's what we've got going on today. Let me regroup, get organized, and let's put on some makeup on this face. All right, I don't have a new primer, a new face primer, so I'm going to use something that is in my unofficial project pan for this year. I never really started an official one, but I have been trying to go through at least some products in my own spare time. And one of the products that I'm trying to use up is this BECCA First Light Priming Filter. Let's start off with this Westman Atelier foundation. I have Atelier 0 and Atelier 2, looks like, in this sample pack. So I can probably mix them and not waste what's on this little flap, because it doesn't seem like I'm gonna have all that much. And I usually apply all my foundations with a sponge. So I'm wondering if I should just wipe this on directly. Let's mix the 2 shades because it looks like that one was a little dark. And let's just start off with that. So I'm not usually very good at doing makeup and chatting at the same time, but how are you guys doing? I've been doing all right. It's been very busy, and I'll be honest, there's been many reasons for why I haven't filmed, and one reason that I'm trying to just get over is since I live in a studio apartment, and of course you can't see absolutely everything behind me, not to mention I am, you know, zoomed in a bit, but you can see a good chunk of basically everything that's going on in my apartment, because there's like my bed, my bookshelf, my piano, my TV, a coffee table, a chair, a dresser, and then in the hallway I have another dresser, and then down the hall there's my kitchen and my bathroom and some closets, and that's it. So with my schedule and just in general with my life at the moment, it's impossible for me to find the time to do everything that I would like, including keep the whole place tidy. Sometimes I will spend time and I will clean off my desk. Sometimes I will spend time and I will clean my bathroom. Sometimes I will spend time and I will clean my kitchen. But essentially, if one part of my house is fairly clean, that means the majority of the rest of it is probably a disaster at the moment. And I don't know, I guess I got it in my head that even though I will not at the moment have my perfect background for the videos, that somehow I still need to have it in a specific condition. And you know what? If I keep waiting for that moment, I will just never film. And finally tonight, maybe not the best night because it is late, I gotta get up early, and I actually still have a million things to do because I'm going away for one day for a concert. But I got it in my head that, you know what? It has to be a certain way, and I'm trying to get out of that mindset because, well, it's not always going to be a certain way, and it's okay if there's things on my piano and my bookshelf is not organized and my bed is not made. You know, it's real life. It is what it is. So how do I feel about this foundation so far? I don't have a lot of product to work with, so whatever little that I have, I feel like is, I guess it's like a medium coverage. I'm sure you can build it up because it's a stick foundation from what I understand. I have very dry skin. It seems like it's a natural finish. It thankfully is not clinging to my dry patches, but I can't say it's making me look youthful or glowy. I like it, but it's not, you know, upon first glance here, it's not like wowing me. It's just okay. I wish I had more product to try it again because from this first try, I can't say that I am right away dying to go out and buy this foundation. And for those of you that are not familiar with Westman Atelier, it's a pretty pricey brand. It's kind of a luxury brand. A few of my friends here on the platform and over on Instagram who showcase a lot more luxury products and use a lot more luxury products, they really like this brand. So I'm really excited to try the other products. So far, good, but not great. Let's see how we do with everything else. For concealer, I do not have a new concealer, so I'm gonna just use my trusty Giorgio Armani. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on the powder because I'd like to try all these creams first and then I can powder whatever I need to at the end. So we have the contour stick in Biscuit, the highlighter in Lit, the lit up stick, and the blush stick. Whoa, how do you see anything when it's gray on gray? The Baby Cheeks blush stick in Petal. Packaging is glorious. So let's swatch this. There it is. That's a really nice shade. I am super pale, but nonetheless. So the blush looks like so. Let's swatch that. Oh, that's very creamy. Glides on beautifully. And yeah, the packaging is very luxe. And then, ooh, and then we have this very bright, I don't know if you guys can see, my ring light unfortunately has lost the ability to adjust. It is on full speed ahead and there's nothing I can do about it. And I really don't want to or can't really invest right now into a good new ring light, but that almost has like an iridescence to it. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see how it swatches. Oh wow, it's almost like clear and very wet looking, but it has this iridescence. Again, I don't know because I'm on a new phone. I'm learning this lighting situation here with my ring light not being able to adjust, but that is really interesting. I'm really curious to try that. Let's go on with the contour stick. I think I'm just going to go directly on my face. We're gonna do that, and then a little here. Let's start off with that. So we're gonna do this. That's very nice. These lights are very bright, so even to me, it looks a little bit like it just blended all away. So I'm gonna put a little bit more. I have a feeling if I was doing it just in regular daylight, I actually could get away with using a little bit less product. But since I feel very blown out, we are going to use a little more. It's very creamy, which I find sometimes with very creamy products, they do tend to blend away a lot easier, a lot faster than more like denser creams. But of course, since it is that creamy, it blends out super easy and beautifully. All right, so can you guys see that? I don't know. With the lights, I really don't know if you can. I mean, it looks quite nice from where I'm sitting. For now, we're gonna leave that. I have a feeling I'm really gonna like this product because I like cream products that are very blendable. Now, if it disappears on me, that's gonna be a different story. Okay, let's go with the blush. So we're going to put the blush here. See how that blends out. I'm gonna use a different side of my sponge. Okay, this one is sticking around a little longer, but it also seems to be blending into my skin and probably into my sponge. So maybe I should try these products actually with brushes. Yeah, because I feel like most of that just went away, and that's kind of a shame, especially considering the price. Let's dig up some brushes. Let's try this Refer 04 brush. I got this set, oh gosh, I don't know, Black Friday maybe? I don't even remember. I've been using some of the brushes, but I haven't tried all of them. So here's my chance. Oh yeah, that seems to be right away going on much more pigmented. I like that a lot better. So I'm wondering if I should be doing that with the contour stick as well. Ooh, but there goes a hair. All right, now I can see this blush. Can you guys see it? Because I certainly can. All right, let's put the leftovers here on the nose, just to give me a little more color. Let's pretend it's still summertime, even though it's definitely not. I do still feel like it blends out quite a lot, but it is beautiful and seems quite effortless. Like it's a very easy product to work with. That is for sure. So I have a feeling I'm going to really be liking it. And I feel like this is something that's so easy to throw in my makeup bags, which is mostly nowadays how makeup ever happens. It like happens in the car or on trips for concerts or whatever I'm doing. Now, what am I going to use for this highlighter? We are going to pick up some of this highlighter and, ooh, it's definitely has like almost this holographic shift. It like shifts from pink to purple to maybe even a little bit of blue. It's like a very pearlescent highlighter. I don't know, can you guys see that if I move? Now, it is a little sticky right now. Don't know how I feel about that. It looks and feels like it's the most, not liquidy, but like soft out of all of these sticks. But yeah, you can definitely see the shift. It is very, very pretty. I'm just not sure if it doesn't set. I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about how sticky it is because it is a little tacky. Yeah, even the one I swatched a few minutes ago, it comes off on my finger. It almost comes off a little oily, but just with that color shift. But there's definitely some oiliness to it. That's probably a better description than sticky. We'll see how I end up liking it. I like how it looks. I'm just not sure I like how it feels. Okay, so that was the Clean Glow Trio 1, because I guess I got the lightest one for my fair skin. Let me set parts of my face. I'm not gonna set all of my face. I'm gonna leave like the cheeks, but I'm gonna set the under eyes and maybe here down on my chin and my forehead with this Mercier. It's a little yellow for me, but it was complimentary, so I'm certainly not complaining. I'm excited to get to try a Mercier product. Now, of course, since I powdered, I feel like I just removed part of that shine that the highlighter had, that oiliness, holographic oiliness. So I might have to go back in and see if that highlighter will actually go back on over powder. So that's what the powder looks like, by the way. The powder seems really nice, very lightweight. I don't like see it, feel it, which is great. I don't use a lot of powder because I'm so dry, so it's not like I'm caking it on, but nonetheless. Where is this highlighter? Here it is. Let's see if it's going to actually go on over the powder. Yeah, seems like it does. So that's good. Yeah, that's real good. I really like cream products that layer over powders because I forget and I've got no time to try to figure out which step to do first, second, third, and 12th. So sometimes I put on powder and then realize I forgot to put on my blush or whatever else. And I really like products that don't mind being used out of order. The other thing I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on a little bit more blush because I really feel like a lot of it just disappeared. Yeah, I feel like that's better. Is that better? Now for the really exciting part. I've primed my eyes. I want to play with the Nomad Hudson Valley. I forgot to mention earlier, so I picked up some rougher brushes during one of their sales or whatever they call it. And then my friend Stephen Ford. Yep. There goes another hair. Generously sent me some of his. And this specific brush, while I love the size, it's not too large. This is the 04, and I love how it applied the blush. It seems to be shedding. If you guys have rougher brushes, is this just a fluke or is it a thing? Because it's a natural hair brush. Like, do they first shed for a little bit? Is that normal? I mean, I've had like my MAC 217 for years and that thing's not shedding. And I still have the last of the Mohicans. I still have the natural hair 217. But enough about that. This is not a video about brushes, although I'm trying new products and Refer is a new brand to me. I want to bust, apparently really bust into this beautiful Nomad Hudson Valley palette. This one feels very matte, like really cardboardy. Like it's not coated with anything except, I guess, all this gold beautiful lettering and design. But yeah, it feels very papery, which I really like. I love stationery. I love paper. In this digital age, I feel like it's a dying art form. Oh, this is so beautiful. How am I going to destroy, and how am I going to not blind you? How am I going to destroy these gorgeous little, oh my gosh, they're so pretty. I feel like I need to stop this video and take a picture, and obviously my phone is up there. Fall Festival has little music notes. Oh my god, how did I not notice that before? When they revealed the palette? The little man hiking is adorable. The pumpkins. Oktoberfest has beer mugs. Cider House has the little cider jug and an apple. Apple Picking has a little crate of apples. Oh, these are adorable. And then Corn Maze, Foliage Trail, and Leaf Peeping, which are the three shimmers in the center. They all have the New York State with different designs inside, like little corn, little moon or something with the Nomad logo, and then little leaves for leaf peeping. Oh, I can't. This is too cute. They have to stop making these imprints so darn cute, because this is why I never want to use them and touch them. This is not fair. Okay, I need to first take a photo. I'm sorry if I come back and like the scenery is all askew and whatever. I apologize. I can't recreate it exactly, but I absolutely need a photo, even though it's middle of the night and dark and I'm not gonna get a great one, but I want one nonetheless. Be right back. All right, I'm back. I took some pictures so that I can remember how gorgeous these imprints are before I destroy them. I also did play back a little bit of the footage that I have so far, and I realized that I have my grow lights behind me, so I've got like these light bulbs sticking out of my head. I apologize, but I have recently become very much into plants. I've always been into plants, but I used to have an outdoor space, and in this apartment I do not. So I've gotten into houseplants. But my apartment is small and dark, so hence a lot of grow lights for my plant babies. So I apologize for the weird random lighting you see behind me. So we are going to jump in and do some swatches. There have been a lot of videos on this palette already, but as much as I hate to destroy these gorgeous shades, I think I would like to swatch them for you in case you haven't seen them. So this has 12 mattes and 3 shimmers, which are right here down the center. I kind of feel like actually maybe going down instead of across. Let's try that. So we're going to swatch Cider House, Great Pumpkin Patch, and Oktoberfest. So there are those first 3 shades: Cider House, Great Pumpkin Patch, Oktoberfest. I'm gonna do them right here on the side so that you guys can hopefully see them. Can I see them? Not really. These are not going to be fantastic swatches because I can't really see what I'm doing. But there are those 3 beautiful shades. Next up, we have Fall Festival, Apple Picking, and Wine Harvest. So Fall Festival, Apple Picking, Wine Harvest. There is Fall Festival, Apple Picking. Wow, that's pigmented. And Wine Harvest, that's beautiful as well. Okay, then we have the 3 shimmers: Corn Maze, Foliage Trail, and Leaf Peeping. Corn Maze, Foliage Trail, Leaf Peeping. Those are gorgeous shimmers. So there they are. Okay, next we have these beautiful cool tone murky colors. So we have Farmer's Market, Mountain Hike, and Bed and Breakfast. Oh, there go the imprints. Okay, so we have Farmer's Market, which I love, Mountain Hike, and Bed and Breakfast. So we're gonna, ooh, that one is a bit powdery. That is Farmer's Market. Then we have Mountain Hike and Bed and Breakfast. I should have swatched these a little closer together to get them all. We'll make it work, we'll figure it out. And last but not least, we have Ghost Tour, Apple Cider Donut, which has little donuts, and Farm to Table. Ghost Tour is definitely very powdery. Apple Cider Donut seems a bit smoother, as does Farm to Table. So where am I gonna put these? Oh boy, let's put them up here, I guess, on my hand. So we have Ghost Tour, which is a little darker than my skin tone, just a little different shade, I guess. Apple Cider Donut, and ooh, a beautiful rich brown Farm to Table. So there are all the swatches. Hopefully you can see all of those. Can you see all of those? I hope so. Not only am I rusty, but I'm just not a great swatcher to begin with. Okay, so I'm gonna use a wide array of mostly new brushes for me. Refer, Spectrum, ooh, I'm dropping things, and some BK Beauty. I've been loving whichever ones I have tried. I haven't tried all of those, but tried some and recently washed them. So we're gonna use some nice brushes today. Okay, so of course, a part of me really wants to try these greens, but I actually think I would like to do more of a fall look. And I know nowadays it's a bit more trendy to like just pack colors, especially darker colors first, and then start to blend things out. I don't know if I want to try that or if I want to do my trusty just do first a blender shade technique. Let's, I guess, try maybe to pack on slightly darker shades. I'm kind of tempted to see if I can figure out a way to mix some of these cool tones, like basically these 3 shades, with some of these warmer shades. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I feel like that's what I wanna try. I'm gonna start with Great Pumpkin Patch, and I'm gonna use the Refer 01. We are gonna start with packing it on the outer part of my eye. Oh, that's really pretty. And then I'm gonna just blend it in a little bit. And then I'm just gonna turn my brush over and actually go into Fall Festival, which is that beautiful terracotta almost orange shade, and put that like a little bit higher and also further in. And then I'm gonna take this very small brush, the Spectrum and KJ Hughes number 17, and I'm actually gonna go into Ghost Tour, which is almost like my skin. Oh, that's quite light. I was gonna blend some of these edges with that shade. Let's see if, yeah, I think that could work if I just blend it out a bit more with my BK Beauty 202 without any product. I'm just gonna buff those all into each other a little bit. Okay, and now with that small Spectrum brush, I'm actually gonna go into Farm to Table, which is the deep brown shade, and I'm going to put that near my lash line here in the outer part of my eye. These are really pigmented and beautiful mattes. Okay, we're gonna do a little more blending just to merge that all together a little bit better. And now with the Spectrum 15, I'm going to go into Foliage Trail, which is the center shimmer. This really bright, like coppery orange shade. And I do usually spray my shimmers. And we're going to put that right in the center. Oh, that's really nice. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna bring it up a little bit, but I kind of want the dark shade to peek through a bit, so I'm not gonna go all the way. And I think I wanna put something else in the inner corner, so I'm not gonna go all the way on that side either. I'm just turning the brush over and just merging those a little bit more together.
More together? Like, who talks like that? Apparently I do at 1:30 in the morning.
I feel like that shade is gonna definitely stain my brushes a bit. I just cleaned it off a little bit, and I think I'm gonna do Cider House, the yellow matte in the inner part of my lid and inner corner. I feel like that would be a really nice shade all over the lid as well if I wanted to do like an all matte look, which of course with this palette, considering there are 12 mattes and only 3 shimmers, I think this palette can create lots of different and really cool matte looks. Okay, so now for the lower lash line, I actually think I will go ahead and get a little funky. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of the Wine Harvest. We are gonna try this Spectrum 18. Seems like it's gonna really pack a punch. And I'm gonna keep that to the outer part of the eye as much as possible. And I might even flick it out just a little bit.
Somehow I managed to get eyeshadow all over me.
And then I'm going to take the Rephr 03, the little pencil brush, and I think I'm gonna go in to Farmer's Market, which is the murky green at the top, and put that right here and under the Wine Market. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just playing. I figured I'll try something different. And then lastly, with the same brush, I'm gonna go into Fall Festival and put that underneath it all. My lower lash line got a little wild, but that's okay. Okay, it's a little crazy. Probably could have lived without the wine shade for this look, but wanted to try more colors. For eyeliner, since we're already going really crazy, I'm actually gonna take the Intense Midnight blue shade and put that in my lower lash line. Oof, my contacts are not loving that. Yeah, see, I love these liners. I remember I really liked the black one. They are so creamy. They glide on. And then for the upper, I'm gonna use the brown shade, the Intense Chocolate. All right, and now let's try these mascaras. So on my left eye, you're right, I'm guessing, I'm gonna try the Highly Rated. So there's the wand. It's a natural bristle, pretty straightforward wand. Feels like a pretty dry mascara. I mean, I bought these maybe a couple of months ago, so they should still be fine, I hope. It does feel right off the bat like a pretty dry formula. But what I like is they're not making my lashes goopy. There's still definitely separation, but at the same time, I do feel like it gave me some lengthening and volumizing. That looks nice so far. Let's also pop some on the bottom. I don't usually like to do very dramatic lower lashes just because I feel like mine are very sparse. They're long, but they're sparse, so it like ends up looking like I just have a few spikes sticking out. but considering how wild I got with my eyeshadow in the lower lash line, I guess today we can go a little heavier on the drama. And then the highly rated anti-gravity is gonna go on my right, your left. Ooh, this one is not a natural bristle and a totally different shape. So this is gonna be interesting. And it's going on right away a little bit smoother, so a slightly more wet formula, but also very separating so far. I don't see any clumps, which I really like. It's a little more pokey, this wand, that's for sure. But yeah, I like how it's not clumping together. So I guess the wands are not holding a lot of product on them, so they don't, well, let's see how it layers on itself. And I feel like, I mean, I have naturally curly eyelashes to begin with, but I feel like this one is adding a lot more curl because I guess of the shape of this wand. All right, so there's that one. And let's put some carefully on the lower lashes. So there's the anti-gravity. I guess it makes sense, the name. It adds more curl for sure. And then here's the highly rated. I like both, but I do feel like I prefer the anti-gravity, the way it looks. Although the wand was a bit pokey. I definitely thought this wand was a little easier on the eyes, but it was harder to apply because the formula was considerably drier. But yeah, that's the crazy fall look that we have going on today. What do you guys think? Did I go overboard on my lower lash line? Okay, I'm back. My very quick, easy brows are done. And now I just have to figure out what we want to do with our lips. So I have the Rare Beauty lip pencil in Worthy, but I also have the lip pencil in Talented. I did really like both of these shades, but I also like the whole premise of the kind words. I'm trying to be kinder to myself with words. And I kind of thought Talented and Worthy really spoke to me. And then I also have the actual lipstick in Humble because, you know, if you're gonna call yourself talented and worthy, you also have to be humble about it. Let's swatch these. This is Talented. Ooh, that's nice. There's Talented. Here is Worthy. Right next to it. They're quite similar. This one's definitely like a little more of a pinky nude, and Talented is a bit more of just a neutral, like brownie nude. And then we have Humble, brand new lippy, looks like so beautiful. And we're gonna put that right there. And that's right up my alley. A nice pinky mauvey nude. A lot of times if I'm going for a nude, because I do like me a bright lip as well, I will go for something like that. So I know I swatched them totally on different sides. I want to say with this look, honestly, a more neutral lip would be kind of cool, but because we have a little bit of that wine, I think the pinky lipstick could play off of that well. And I do think definitely Worthy matches Humble a little bit more. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go in with the Worthy lip liner. My lips are a bit dry. I should have used actually one of my Too Faced Hangover RX pillow balms, which I picked up in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty because everyone seems to be loving them. I got Mango and Cocoa Kiss, which is currently in my handbag. I have to say, I think I prefer just the scent, which to me also translates into a taste of the mango better than the Cocoa Kiss. This is going on very nice and has a nice scent, kind of that fairly traditional, like sweet cupcake sort of scent to it. And I do like to fill my lips in a little bit with the liner. I guess I didn't really need to do that right now. I usually do that for longevity, and let's face it, right now, that's not really an issue, but it's habit. is what it is. All right, and now I'm really excited to try the lipstick. So let's see. Ooh, that's creamy. That's really nice. It's like velvety smooth. And yeah, the shades go really nice together. I really like these kind of mattes because it just glides on, doesn't pull on anything. And I know I'm getting older and I should probably put a gloss over it to smooth out my fine lines on my lips, but I actually still do really like a matte lip. I've always preferred a matte lip, and even though I'm getting a little bit more into gloss, I still feel like I like a matte lip. There's something so classy about it to me. Let's spray this down with one of my favorite setting mists that's no longer available because it was from BECCA. This is the Skin Love. Smells delicious, and it is such a fine mist. I absolutely love that. And here we are. This is the final look for today. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts on all these products? Let me tell you really quickly what are mine. Loving the palette so far. I know it's just been the one look, but I really enjoyed how everything went on. I liked how everything blended. Yes, I went a little cray with all the different colors. Really enjoying so far, especially the lipstick. Although the liner went on really nicely too. I do have some nice liners, so not as easily wowed by a liner, but I have a feeling I'm gonna love those two, and I like these really usable, wearable, beautiful, neutral nude shades, and definitely like the lipstick. Loving the palette, loving the lip liner and the lipstick. How do I feel about the Westman Atelier products now that I've had them on my face for a bit? I can definitely still see the blush and the highlighter, especially after I spritz everything. I feel like really blended in. It is still tacky a little bit even after all this time, so that's throwing me off just a little bit, but I think the foundation looks really good. Again, I don't have a lot of it on, so that could be a factor. The fact that it looks quite natural and not cakey in any way. The powder I really enjoy. I don't really see it under my eyes, but at the same time my concealer is not creasing. So overall, I think this was a really successful trying on new makeup. I would love to hear your thoughts, what you think looks good on me and what maybe does not. I would love to know if you have any of these products. What are your favorites? How do you use them? What should I try to tweak? Other than that, I think we are done for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really loved being able to sit down and just playing with some makeup for absolutely no reason other than to finally play with some makeup and try some of my new things. I loved all of my brushes. Really liking the mascara, especially the anti-gravity. I think I really do prefer that one. I have to say though, I kind of expected both of them to be a little bit more dramatic. They're not the most dramatic mascara I've ever tried. I feel like my Rare Beauty definitely gives me more drama. I don't have it right now, but the It Cosmetics mascara, oh gosh, the black, I can't remember the name of it, but I feel like that one is definitely more va-va-voom, better than Sex. I feel like gives me much more volume. Maybe that's what I'm missing from these. But on the flip side of that, I love how separating this is and that it doesn't clump up and all that. So, you know, I guess you win some, you lose some. I hope I covered everything that we tried. I'm gonna get going, clean up, wash this off, go to sleep. And again, thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you are interested in seeing more of me in the future, please say hi down in the comments. And other than that, I hope that you guys are all doing really, really well. I hope that you are continuing to stay safe and healthy. Take care of yourselves and those around you. And I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Bye guys.